Well, Tiffany, I have finished looking over the draft for your research paper and I must say, I am impressed. Really? Wow. That's cool. Yes. Let's go over some of the edits you need to make. Edits? I thought you said you were impressed. That does not mean that this was a perfect paper. It just means that you did a pretty good job. You can still make the paper better with a little bit of editing. Oh, I was hoping I was done. Not quite. I was surprised that you decided to write on Emily Dickinson. I thought you didn't like her poetry. To tell you the truth, in the beginning I thought she was a depressing old maid. Then why didn't you choose another topic? Well, I didn't like any of the stories and I wasn't really into history, so I did a Google search on Emily and spent some time reading about her life. She really wasn't that much of a weirdo. What made you think she was a weirdo? Well, you know. She was obsessed with death. She was a recluse. She had a strange family. She wrote all the time. She didn't have much of a social life. Okay. Now, explain what made you change your mind about her. Your paper certainly doesn't reflect her as a weirdo. The more I read about her, the more I learned, and that made me want to keep searching. Your paper has a clearly stated thesis that you have supported in the paper. I found some articles that gave more information about her life. She really wasn't a hermit. She connected with some people on a really deep level. Exactly, and how did she do that? I think she wrote a lot of letters. I bet if she had been alive today, she would have had many friends on Facebook. That is very observant. Go on and explain it more. Well, Emily didn't do too well with relationships, but she had a lot of crushes on men and wrote poems about them. She was afraid to deal with them on a official level, but through letters and her poems she was able to express her innermost feelings. That is a good point. You have showed this in your essay, which is very well done. So what's my problem? You were supposed to use some of the articles in the electronic databases, and all I see on your works cited page are articles from the web. To be honest, I really could not get into the databases, so I just found other articles. Tiffany, as I explained in class, using the databases is a requirement of the course, so you must use at least 2 database articles in your paper. I don't even know how to get into them. This is confusing. Once again, did you view the videos posted in Canvas? Not really. I just wanted to get the paper done on time. Okay. Now let's go back. There are literary databases available that will help you develop the last section of your paper. You must support your opinions about her poetry with research. I thought I did that. You did, but Wikipedia is not a valid source, as we discussed in class. The literary databases will give you much better interpretations than Wikipedia. So is that all I have to do to get an A? That is one of your weaknesses that can be eliminated by using the database articles. What else? You are still having a problem with your tone. You are too informal. You need to eliminate the use of you and I in the paper. Gee. That is going to be hard. But that is required for the course. This is an academic essay. Go back and view the academic writing PowerPoint. You need to write this as an independent critic. Avoid your personal bias. I will try to do that, but it is hard. Life is hard. Get over it. You are close to getting an A on this paper. I expect you to go back and make the revisions that I have pointed out on the paper. I guess you are right, I will do that and submit the paper tonight. Good. I will see you next week to go over your portfolio evaluation. Thanks.